If we read this problem, it says that a physical therapist wants to determine the difference in the proportion of men and women who participate in regular sustained activity. What sample size should be obtained if he wishes the estimate to be within 5 percentage points with 99% confidence, assuming that he uses the estimates 21.5% male and 19.2% female from a previous year. So using this formula, we're going to plug in the variables that we find in the problem. P hat 1 is 21.5 representing the males, P hat 2 is 19.2 representing the females, and we turn those values into decimals for this formula. The margin of error E is 0.05 because in the problem we read that the estimate is to be within 5 percentage points. So all that's left to find now is Z sub alpha over 2, and that is the critical value. We find this by finding that the problem says that there's a 99% confidence. So that means that how unconfident we are, or alpha, is going to be 0.01. So we plug that into this right here, and what we get is Z sub 0.005. And we find this value, this critical value, by using the calculator function inverse norm. So you find that by going to second, vars, and then it should be number 3. So when you plug it in, you should get 2.576. It's going to be a negative value, but please disregard the negative because we cannot have a negative sample size anyway, so we're going to use the positive value. So once we have all our values, we plug it in, and this is what it should look like. I've got 859.76, but remember, when we're dealing with sample size problems, we always round up. And so 860 is the sample size to be obtained from each population. Part B in the problem asks us to do the same thing, except we're not using any prior estimates. So in our equation, all of the p hats are going to be eliminated, and instead we're given 0.5. And the rest of the equation is the same. So we already have these values, so all we really need to do is plug it in. And the answer I got was 1,327.16. And again, we round up. And this is the sample size to be obtained from each population.